On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Indulge.
To allow oneself or another person to have or enjoy something, especially something that is considered to be a luxury or treat.
Examples:
Indulge in debauchery. Indulge children. She indulged in a warm bath after a long day at work.
Noble.
Having or showing excellent personal qualities or high moral principles that people admire.
Examples:
A noble family. Noble gas. He is a noble-minded man.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Gluten.
A protein found in wheat, barley, and rye that is responsible for the elastic texture of the dough.
Examples:
Gluten-free diets. Gluten intolerance. Many people with celiac disease must avoid gluten in their diet.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Creepy.
Causing an uneasy feeling of fear or unease.
Examples:
Feel creepy. Creepy atmosphere. The old, abandoned house was creepy and gave me the chills.
Bilingual.
A person who speaks two languages fluently. Adjective, involving or relating to two languages or language groups.
Examples:
Bilingual community. Bilingual education. The company is looking for a bilingual customer service representative.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Savvy.
The condition of being aware of and able to deal with a situation effectively. Adjective, having knowledge and understanding of a particular subject or activity.
Examples:
A savvy investor. Tech savvy. His business savvy was evident in the success of his company.
Whiz.
To move or run quickly and smoothly with a hissing or buzzing sound, to excel or perform skillfully in a particular area, to urinate. Noun, a person who is very clever or skilled at something.
Examples:
Whiz kid. Whiz through the book. The racing car whizzed past the grandstands, leaving a trail of dust behind it.
Yoga.
A Hindu spiritual and ascetic discipline including breath control, simple meditation, and the adoption of specific bodily postures, which is widely practiced for health and relaxation.
Examples:
Aerial yoga. Yoga teacher. Many people find that regular yoga practice can help reduce stress and anxiety.
Toddler.
A young child who has recently learned to walk.
Examples:
An active toddler. Toddler in nappy. A toddler needs constant supervision and firm control.
Diffuse.
To reduce or eliminate the tension, anger, or hostility in a situation, especially a potentially explosive one, by calming, soothing, or pacifying those involved.
Examples:
Defuse a crisis. Defuse a bomb. The negotiator skillfully diffused the tense situation with calm words and gestures.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Monument.
A statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Humanities monument. Monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
a panic reaction, panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Anguish.
Severe physical or emotional pain or suffering, distress or mental agony.
Examples:
anguish and pain. Emotional anguish. She suffered from a deep sense of anguish following the loss of her loved one.
Confusion.
The state of being mixed up or unclear, or the state of disorder or uncertainty.
Examples:
administrative confusion. In great confusion. The sudden policy change has caused confusion among employees.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples:
past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Scholarship.
A grant of financial aid for a student to further their education.
Examples:
scholarship award. Scholarship fund. She received a full scholarship to study abroad.
Marital.
Of or relating to marriage.
Examples:
marital fidelity. Affect marital relations. More and more people are utilizing counselors to help resolve their marital problems.
Satisfaction.
A pleasant feeling you have when you have fulfilled a desire, need, or expectation or have achieved something.
Examples:
A sense of satisfaction. Customer satisfaction. The mediated settlement brought satisfaction to both sides.
Imaginative.
Having or showing new and creative ideas.
Examples:
Capable of imaginative creation. Imaginative as a child. She is a hard worker, but not very imaginative.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Spouse.
A person's husband, wife, or partner in marriage.
Examples:
Spouse tax deduction. Spouse visa. The spouse of the politician was a constant presence at campaign events.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Acquaintance.
A person one knows, but who is not a close friend.
Examples:
Acquaintance with a language. Business acquaintance. I met him at a party, and we quickly became acquaintances.
Underlie.
To be the support, basis, hidden cause of something, to be located under or below.
Examples:
Underlie the theory of the Big Bang. Underlie the current economic deadlock. His bitter experiences underlie his moral principles.
Specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples:
Designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Verb.
A word or phrase that describes an action, state, or experience.
Examples:
Complex verb. An auxiliary verb. Use a singular verb if the subject is singular.
Furious.
Extremely angry, full of rage.
Examples:
Furious anger. A furious sea. The coach was furious with the players for their lack of effort during the game.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Script:
A written text of a film, play, broadcast, or speech, something written by hand.
Examples:
A hand script. The script of a play. The archaeologist found a hieratic Egyptian script on a stone monument.
Jazz:
A type of music that originated in the African American community in the United States and that is characterized by improvisation, syncopated rhythms, and a strong emphasis on self-expression.
Examples:
Jazz club. A school jazz band. He listened to jazz music to relax after a long day at work.
Navigate:
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Rear:
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Universe:
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Norm:
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Historic:
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Primarily:
Mainly.
Examples:
Intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Economy:
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Asset.
Something or someone that is useful or valuable quality, skill, etc., valuable property.
Examples:
Frozen assets. Liquid assets of the company. A sense of humor is an invaluable asset in this job.
Progressive.
Relating to or supporting development or advancement, especially social or political one.
Examples:
Progressive taxation. Progressive development. The progressive approach to education emphasizes hands-on learning and student-centered classrooms.
Era.
A period that is distinct from others, typically in history.
Examples:
Dawn of a new era. The era of the Renaissance. Political corruption was common throughout the post-war era.
Arrangement.
A plan or preparation for the future event, the action or process of placing things in a particular order.
Examples:
Arrangement of the furniture. Arrangement committee. As a first arrangement, we agreed to meet the following Friday.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples:
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Reciprocal.
Given or felt by each toward the other, mutual, corresponding, or interchangeable.
Examples:
Have a reciprocal respect. Reciprocal actions. Their relationship was based on reciprocal love and respect for each other.
Shelter.
A structure built to protect from poor weather, danger, or attack. Verb, to protect or shield from harm or adversity, particularly relating to environmental conditions or danger.
Examples:
Rainproof shelter, anti-air raid shelter. They need food and shelter.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard, moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc. on how to do or use something.
Examples:
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics. Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Ruthless.
Lacking in pity or compassion, willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, regardless of the consequences for others.
Examples:
Show ruthless behavior. Ruthless brutality. The dictator was known for his ruthless tactics and had no qualms about using violence to maintain power.
Sociologist.
A person who studies the institutions and development of human society.
Examples:
Religious sociologist. French sociologist. Sociologist studies the changes in family structure due to modernization.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Worthless.
Having no value or usefulness, not worth considering.
Examples:
Worthless stock. Worthless coin. The product was found to be worthless as it failed to meet the customer's expectations.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Priceless.
Extremely valuable or important.
Examples:
Priceless work of art. Priceless opportunity. Investigators discovered priceless documents throughout the house.
Extracurricular.
Outside the regular curriculum or program of courses.
Examples:
Extracurricular study. Extracurricular club. He was heavily involved in extracurricular activities and was president of the debate club.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Casual.
Relaxed and informal in manner or dress, not planned or expected, not involving commitment or seriousness.
Examples:
Casual dress. Take a casual glance. They had a casual conversation over coffee at the local cafe.
Moth.
An insect with wings similar to a butterfly that travels at night and is attracted to light.
Examples:
Moth larva. Moth attracted to the light. The moth is a serious threat to the farm's output.
Workforce.
All the people who work in a company, industry, country, etc.
Examples:
Skilled workforce. The workforce is on strike. Many companies outsource and hire consultants to keep their workforce flexible.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Confound.
To confuse or perplex, to mix up or throw into disorder, to prove to be false or illogical.
Examples:
Confound right and wrong. Confound the problem. The unexpected events confounded the scientists, who had to rethink their hypothesis.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Mandarin.
An influential and high-ranking official, notably in the civil service, the branch of Chinese, which is the official language of China.
Examples:
Ancient Mandarin house. Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin dialects typically have relatively few vowels.
Absent.
Not present in a particular place at a particular time.
Examples:
Absent-minded. Absent without leave. He was absent from the meeting and missed all the important updates.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Analytical.
Relating to or using analysis equals the process of breaking down a complex system or concept into smaller, simpler parts to understand it better, or able to analyze.
Examples:
Analytical approach. Analytical ability. He is analytical and can break down complex problems into manageable parts.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Jar.
A cylindrical container, typically made of glass, metal, or pottery, with a wide mouth and a screwed or sealed lid, used for storing food, liquids, and other materials.
Examples:
A jar of jam. A water jar. He placed the coins in a jar to save for a trip.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Presumption.
An idea or belief taken to be true without proof or confirmation, an assumption or hypothesis based on incomplete evidence or understanding, a forward or audacious attitude or behavior that assumes too much authority or familiarity.
Examples:
Presumption against forfeiture. Presumption of guilt. It is a common presumption that doctors know best, but patients should always ask questions and be informed about their healthcare decisions.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Mad.
Insane, especially due to a mental illness, very angry.
Examples:
A mad person. Gets mad easily. He was mad with joy to see the results.
Default.
To fail to fulfill an obligation or pay a debt when it is due, to fail to meet expectations or perform as required, to choose or accept a predetermined option or condition without making a deliberate selection or choice. Noun, the preset or automatic settings that a system or program uses when the user has selected no other options.
Examples:
Default settings. Default on the mortgage. If you don't specify a different option, the computer will default to its original settings.
Obligation.
The state of being morally or legally bound to do or pay something.
Examples:
A deep obligation. Pay an obligation. You are under no obligation to finish the job.
Breadwinner.
The member of a family who earns money to support the others.
Examples:
Family breadwinner. Two breadwinner couple. Many women are now their family's primary breadwinners.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Legitimate.
Accordant with or allowed by law, lawful.
Examples:
A legitimate child. Legitimate question. Public political demonstrations are considered legitimate rights for citizens.
Gripe.
A minor complaint or criticism, typically expressed in a grumbling or persistent manner. Sudden, sharp pain or discomfort in the abdomen. Verb, to grumble or complain about something, often in a persistent, nagging manner.
Examples:
Minor gripe. Gripe about his sore feet. One of the most common gripes employees have is that they are not paid enough money for their work.
Multitasking.
The ability to do more than one task at the same time. The state of doing more than one task at the same time.
Examples:
Computer multitasking. Multitasking ability. She could finish all her work on time because of her multitasking skills.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Configuration.
The arrangement or pattern of something or a group of related things.
Examples:
Configuration of the system. Engine configuration. The configuration of molecules in steel changes significantly with temperature.
Accord.
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
Accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Childcare.
A service involving care for other people's children.
Examples:
Childcare allowance. Allow childcare leave. Our company offers a full range of childcare facilities as part of our benefits package.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Genuine.
Real and exactly, not pretended, sincerely felt or expressed.
Examples:
A genuine article. Show genuine regret. Is this painting genuine or forged?
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Forgiveness.
The act of stopping feeling angry or resentful towards someone for a mistake or offense with compassion.
Examples:
Forgiveness of liabilities. Beg for forgiveness. He gained debt forgiveness.
Capitulate.
To surrender, especially under agreed-upon conditions, usually after a prolonged resistance, to acknowledge defeat or give in to an opponent or adversary.
Examples:
Capitulate under pressure. Capitulate to fear. The opposing army finally decided to capitulate and surrender to the victorious troops.
Cliché.
A phrase or expression that has become overused to the point that it has lost its original impact or meaning, a trite or unoriginal idea or statement.
Examples:
Cliché plot. Age-old cliché. Using the same cliché phrase in every conversation can take time and effort.
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power. To mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples:
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Guinea.
A former British gold coin worth 21 shillings, or a unit of currency used in some West African countries. Guinea, a republic in Western Africa on the Atlantic.
Examples:
Guinea coins. Guinea pig. The cost of the antique vase is 3 guineas.
Maternal.
Relating to or characteristic of a mother, having feelings that are typical of a caring mother towards her child.
Examples:
On the maternal side. Maternal care. She had a very maternal instinct towards her newborn baby.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Hippie.
A person who follows a counterculture movement that originated in the United States during the 1960s, characterized by the advocacy of nonviolence, communal living, and a rejection of traditional American values.
Examples:
Hippie lifestyle. Hippie music. The fashion of the hippie movement included unconventional clothing such as tie-dye shirts and bell-bottom jeans.
Helicopter.
A type of aircraft that is capable of hovering in place and moving vertically, as well as flying horizontally, often used for emergency medical services, military operations, and transport in areas with limited access.
Examples:
Helicopter ride. Police helicopter. The company's CEO arrived at the meeting via helicopter to avoid traffic congestion.
Drone.
A low continuous humming noise, someone who takes more time than necessary, a pilotless aerial vehicle that is operated by remote control.
Examples:
Drone flight. The speaker's drone. He heard a drone of sirens roar from the neighboring town.
Paramount.
More important than anything else, having superior power and influence or the highest position.
Examples:
The Lord Paramount. Paramount to all the others. This country became a country of paramount geostrategic importance to us.
Custodian.
A person who is responsible for the care and maintenance of a building, institution, or collection, a guardian or keeper of something valuable or important.
Examples:
Custodian bank. Custodian of the records. The school custodian worked tirelessly to keep the building clean and maintained for the students and faculty.
Esteem.
Great respect and approval for or a good opinion of someone.
Examples:
Esteem for the other person. Boost my self-esteem. He is our loyal customer who should be held in high esteem.
Mantra.
A word or phrase, often repeated, that is used as a focus for the mind during meditation.
Examples:
Campaign mantra. Chant the mantra of structural reform. She repeated her personal mantra to herself to stay motivated.
Elusive.
Difficult to find, define, achieve, or remember.
Examples:
An elusive criminal. Track down an elusive fact. The physicist who found the elusive particle won the Nobel Prize.
Confidence.
The feeling or attitude that one can trust or rely on the abilities or good qualities of someone or something.
Examples:
Confidence as a teacher. Boost my confidence. Skill and confidence are an unconquered army.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples:
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Curriculum.
A series of subjects comprising a course of study in a school, college, etc.
Examples:
A curriculum vitae. An academic curriculum. A committee was appointed to manage the reorganization of the curriculum.
Byproduct.
A secondary or incidental product produced in the manufacture or synthesis of something else.
Examples:
Toxic byproducts. Byproduct of technology. The byproduct of the energy production process is a large amount of carbon dioxide emissions.
Unfair.
Not giving equal treatment or opportunities to people involved, marked by injustice, partiality, or deception.
Examples:
Unfair employment practices. Have an unfair advantage. In a democracy, it is necessary to monitor the judiciary to see if it is making unfair decisions.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Excess.
An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable.
Examples:
Lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of access leads to the palace of wisdom.
Anxious.
Worried and nervous.
Examples:
Anxious about his health. An anxious look. He cast anxious glances behind her.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Shield.
A protective covering or structure, especially in the past, that soldiers held in front of their bodies to protect themselves.
Examples:
A heat shield. A shield for protecting against a bullet. Lead is an effective shield against X-rays, gamma rays, and other harmful radiation.
Sesame.
An annual plant cultivated for its small seeds, which are used for food or oil, a flavoring derived from these seeds.
Examples:
Sesame oil. Sesame paste. Sesame seeds are often used as a topping on bagels and bread.
Episode.
A happening or story that is distinctive in a series of related events, an abrupt short period during which someone suffers from the effects of a physical or mental illness.
Examples:
End of the first episode. Episode of vertigo. I want to put that episode of my life behind me.
Nostalgia.
A sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past.
Examples:
A warm nostalgia. Nostalgia trip. The ice cream truck sound brought back nostalgia for my childhood.
Worn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Suitable.
Fit or appropriate, proper, adapted.
Examples:
Suitable amount. Date suitable to both groups. The dress was suitable for the formal occasion.
Monster.
An imaginary creature that is large and has various human and animal parts, someone or something large and powerful.
Examples:
Horde of monsters. Monster film. This car has a monster engine.
Skit.
A short, often humorous performative piece or act, typically performed in a comic or satirical tone or style, as part of a variety show or a theatrical or musical performance.
Examples:
Comedy skit. Political skit. The comedy group performed a hilarious skit about life in quarantine.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc., pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something. Noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Grouch.
A person who is habitually irritable or complaining, a grumpy or ill-tempered person. Verb, to complain or grumble persistently and in a bad-tempered or discontented way.
Examples:
Persistent grouch. Foul-mouthed grouch. The storekeeper was known for being a grouch towards his customers.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
Depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Distress.
A feeling of great worry, sadness, pain, or discomfort.
Examples:
A signal of distress. Emotional distress. She's been in great distress since she was heartbroken.
Periodic.
Happening at regular intervals over a while.
Examples:
The periodic blooming of the cherry blossom. Periodic payments. Astronomers are examining whether the periodic signals emanating from this star are artificial.
Puppet.
A doll or figure that is manipulated by strings, wires, or hands to represent a person or animal, a person who is controlled or manipulated by someone else.
Examples:
Puppet theater. Corporate puppet. The politician was merely a puppet for the wealthy elite.
Cubicle.
A small, partitioned area or booth intended for working or studying, often in an office or educational setting.
Examples:
Cubicle partition. Camping cubicle. I worked in an office cubicle surrounded by walls and fluorescent lights.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Kite.
A toy made of a light frame covered with cloth or plastic and joined to a long string that you fly in the air.
Examples:
Kite string. A picture on a kite. Benjamin Franklin proved that lightning is electricity through experiments with kites.
Morphine.
A powerful narcotic drug used to relieve pain and induce sleep.
Examples:
Morphine addiction. Synthetic morphine. Long-term use of morphine can lead to tolerance, physical dependence, and addiction.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Haze.
Atmospheric moisture, dust, or smoke that makes it less clear, a state of mental confusion caused by lack of clarity.
Examples:
A haze of illusion. Haze of tears. We couldn't see him through the haze of smoke.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Oath.
A solemn promise or affirmation, often made in a formal public setting, to do something or adhere to certain principles or beliefs, a formal declaration of one's commitment to a particular course of action, organization, or duty.
Examples:
Oath of allegiance. Promise an oath. He took an oath to uphold the law as a police officer.
Realistic.
Having or showing a sensible and practical idea that is possible to achieve.
Examples:
A realistic goal. A realistic goal. That story was so realistic, and it was scary.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Desperate.
Feeling or showing a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation.
Examples:
Her desperate screams. Desperate attempt. He was desperate when he lost all his money by gambling.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Accomplishment.
The successful completion of a task or goal, an ability that has been acquired by training.
Examples:
Proud of his accomplishments. The accomplishment of a social goal. Graduating from college was a major accomplishment for her.
Decency.
Behavior that is appropriate or suitable in a given context, especially in terms of social norms and moral standards.
Examples:
An offense against decency. Decency standards. He always tried to act with decency, treating others with respect and kindness.
Ethic.
A set of moral principles or values that govern behavior.
Examples:
ethic principle, the Puritan ethic. The company had a strict work ethic and expected its employees to follow it.